Okay, so I know I showed a few pictures in here, but I never really actually showed this engine. This was a part of the deal I got with the Honda Odysseys. The guy was planning to put this on the 83 model, which is in that pile of garbage right there. You can see the rear end of it sticking out. So I think this engine would be a little bit too overkill for that project. So what do you guys think I should do with this? Again, this is a 28 horsepower electronic fuel injected Vtwin Subaru engine. It has been discontinued. A little bit of damage here. I don't know if that's going to show up the best. The oil fill here, or not fill, but the oil dipstick, you can see it used to be over here, so it got pressed in. Again, that could be from me hauling it over here. Two different key switch assemblies. This one here has an hour meter on it, but this engine here, he has never started it. I read some reviews on it. The only issue that I could see that people have is these lines popping off here, pump issues, and other than that, one guy overheated it. But I mean, it all depends what you're using it on. But I'm thinking big dune buggy, as in maybe the dune buggy that I got sitting outside. Can't even really see it there, but by my quad, that one had a Volkswagen engine in it. So I think this would be a little bit small for that, because of course the engine that's on it is 50-60 horsepower normally. This cap here is stripped. It was on, I took it off, and it just tries to bounce off, so I gotta clean up the threads. That's not too big of a deal, but again, electronic fuel injected. So I'm thinking the Honda Odyssey parts frame, what if I extend it by like 1.5 feet, slice it right down the center of the Honda Odyssey frame, make it so 2 people can fit on it, and basically I'd be using the front end. The rear end would be a little bit too short. Maybe I can still get offset wheels and it might be okay, but the other option is a golf cart. Get a golf cart, or maybe a utility style cart, toss this engine on it, and go from there. So the other option I had is, right now I got it listed on my local Kijiji to see if I get any interesting trades. But to be honest, you know, I used to have a brand new Briggs & Stratton Vtwin that I was going to use on a racing tractor project. I ended up selling that engine, needed money like 5 years ago maybe. So I still got that racing tractor at my dad's sitting underneath his workbench. So so this engine's a beast of an engine. But you guys can see, probably just ran in the factory. I do not have an exhaust setup on it. That's not too big of a deal. But you guys can see there's the fuel injection computer. It sits right underneath the intake. Now, there's certain things like this cap here. You know, I got to look it up, find out what's underneath there. I looked, there is performance kits you can get for these guys to modify the RPM range. So, oh, the barb is actually down here. I thought maybe that was put on wrong. Oil cooler. Again, I'd probably change that. But other than that, this engine is pretty sweet looking. But again, I don't have a project really to put this on yet. So there's the information if anyone wants to look it up. So, and again, brand new, not even started yet. Must be a temperature wire. I don't know if that's... No, it could be just a ground. Yeah, 2 wires going there. Looks like you got bumped once before, so just gotta double check that that's okay. But you can see again, right there where that got folded over. Not too big of a deal. The guy paid like $3,000 or something for this engine. So it's a $3,000 engine. It's pretty pricey. Proxy's making a little bit of noise. Well, I gotta go outside. I'm installing one of these aux beam lights. Going to install it on the outside of the shed with a solar panel to light up the backyard there, or maybe one inside. So a very awesome light from aux beam. Got a few of those. Proxy ate the wiring harness a little bit, and I got some grass seed to go plant. So that's some projects for today, and I got some wood for the shed that I gotta, well, fence that I gotta finish putting up. But that's the end of this. My 5-minute